Hello, this is Jessica with On a Stack of Books, and today's video is an unboxing video of my very first curated monthly book box, and I'm so excited to share this with you. It comes with this beautiful envelope that has a book quote on the front, and it says, "The longer I live, the more uninformed I feel. Only the young have an explanation for everything." And this is by Isabel Allende, City of the Beasts. I don't know this book, but it's really pretty with like a book page and everything. And then inside there is tea, Buddha tea, Echinacea elderberry blend, so I can try that. A really cute bookmark with the Mad Hatter and a teacup. This is the sheer Post-it notes. I love these. These are great when reading, to mark something or underline a page. And then some really cute stickers. I read paranormal books. A really cute bear reading a book. We lose ourselves in books, we find ourselves there too. And then Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen. So that was inside the envelope. It also comes with these really adorable socks. My weekend is all booked. They're so cute. And then this is a thumb holder for when you're reading, to hold the book and hold the pages so you're not straining your thumb. So I can try that. I haven't used it before, so I'm excited to try that. And then the book, let's see what the book is. So I rolled a 6 and an 18. And so let me go find my book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't have 18, so we're just going to keep counting. 16, 17, 18. So that is Kristen Hanna, Angel Falls. It's a tearjerker about the triumph of family. So I have had this on my shelf for, I don't know, a year or more. I have read one other Kristen Hanna book, Four Winds, and that was a pretty brutal and raw story about, it was a historical fiction about the Dust Bowl, and just a family's experience with going through the horrible drought in Texas and then having to move to California. And it was a good book. It was very good, but it was brutal. So that's the only one I've read of Kristen Hanna, and so now I will read this one. And so clearly this book subscription book box is my own. I didn't pay anything for it. What I decided to do is, I am a sucker for packaging, and I see these book of the month and book subscriptions and bookish things and gifts and cute stuff, and I want to get them. But I have plenty of books. I have plenty of bookish things. And so I went around and I gathered up all of these things that I have bought over the years, I have been given as gifts, and maybe I haven't used them. Maybe or I have used them and it's good. This in particular, I haven't really tried using it. I got them, and then I might have used it once. So I am going to use this while I'm reading, and I really want to see, is it good? Is it convenient? Is it helpful? Is it comfortable? Or is it just a bookish thing that's sort of, maybe if you're someone that has carpal tunnel or has, just issues with holding the book, it sort of effortlessly, I don't have to put hardly any pressure just to hold it open. And then, so maybe it'll work. Like, I want to give it a try. This is my own curated book box, monthly book box, with just a little bit of prep work, with just a little bit of time put into. I just took some envelopes that I had, scrapbooked the front, made them cute and book pagey, and I included a bookmark and different types of tea, stickers, and then something to use to annotate or to mark a page or to somehow keep track of something that maybe I want to remember, a quote or an idea. And then I just went into my sock drawer and found these cute socks that say my weekend is all booked, she's reading, and they're adorable. And I have lots of socks and I don't need any more, but I'm going to put all of these bookish things together, and each month I will try and use and be very intentional about another bookish thing that I have. And I'm just gonna make this a very fun, my own monthly book club subscription book box, and I'm going to use dice to determine which book I take off my shelf. So I have 11 shelves here. I have more here. I have some in the kitchen, and so as these numbers, if they're not matching up properly, I will find a shelf. But the intention is to not pick the book that I want to read, but to really randomly get a book. So this is to read off of my shelf, and I'm gonna do this in a vlog format. So we're gonna go through this and we're gonna read this and see what we think of Angel Falls by Kristen Hanna. I read the first 4 chapters last night, and I tried this, and in laying in bed, it was the wrong angle. But if I'm sitting here, then it's comfortable. But when I lay in bed, it wasn't comfortable. So I tried to use it last night. I will use it when I'm sitting, I think. I think that's going to be a more successful. So this starts off with a family, a mother who rescues horses, and she trains them, and then she finds a good home for them. She's married. She has 2 children, a young daughter about 11, 12. Well, no, she's probably a teenager. The son is about 8 or 9. And he gets up early, it's Halloween, and he wants to go to this Halloween event that's for big kids, for sleepovers, and his mom agrees. And they have this beautiful, loving relationship, and he's watching her ride a horse, and sort of go through the process of training it. And the boy senses something's wrong before it happens. He senses the jump, or something's not set right, or something, and the horse is resisting and nervous, and the horse does the jump, but then it stops, and the momentum propels her. And she is wearing a helmet, and it propels her head first into a wooden pole that's part of the barn. And so obviously this is a very traumatic head injury. And the husband is a doctor, and, you know, he rushes in. And so I do believe that this is going to be their life after this. The mom is in the hospital. It is unclear if she's going to pull through. It is unclear what this is, but she's that, you know, glue that holds the family together. So of course they are distraught and beside themselves. But the Angel Falls, it's a place where they live. And so her grandfather sort of established this in Washington. And it's supposed to be, you know, just this very beautiful area. And Angel Falls is a waterfall that can be heard in the area. So they've got like Last Bend and Angel something. There's a lot of names to the town in the area that they live in, and it's Angel is worked into a lot of the names. So so far so good. It says that it's a tearjerker. I can see that it's going to be. So this is the Buddha tea, and it's an elderberry blend. Chamomile tea is my go-to. That is what I love to drink all the time, but this smells really good. But I think the water is like really hot, so yeah, that water is hot. Because chamomile is my go-to, I love it. I drink it often, and when I go to have tea, that is what I drink. But so I want to branch out. I want to try different teas and see what I like. And there's a lot of blends that have chamomile in it. But it's just a very soothing, anti-inflammatory tea that I like, and it's nice. So, but I'm gonna try this one, and we're gonna see what we think. If I like it, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Buddha tea. So you get a cute little saying there on your tea bag or your tea. It's good. Kind of flowery. It's pretty good. Kind of, well, I think the longer this steeps, it's going to get stronger. It's pretty light, but I think it's going to get darker. My husband loves jasmine tea, and jasmine tea is very bitter. It's very strong, and I drink it with him. But it's very bitter. It's like the opposite of chamomile. I like it. So I will check back as I get further along. Maybe I'll do one more check-in before we actually get to the end, see if anything is different. But it's going pretty well, other than being like sad and emotional. You know, it's a pretty easy, quick read so far. So, okay. I am now on page 228. This did take a unexpected turn that I don't know how I feel about. And it's not a romance, but it is, you know, about this, telling this story of her life and their marriage and all this kind of stuff. But like I said, it took a turn, and I don't know. But I do have my super cute socks on so that I can comfortably read. Oh, it fell on the ground, and I whacked my head as I was getting it. Okay, so I finished it. This is a very sweet story. It has a happy ending. This is a feel good story, which is interesting because the other Kristen Hanna book that I read was so raw and so not uplifting. And it was more historical fiction, so it was definitely a different genre, but it's just interesting. So quick, easy read. So this was a successful, good book off of my shelf for book of the month. It's been sitting there. So I'm just gonna work through these books in a fun way. So next month I will try a new tea. I will try a new bookish item. I will get new socks and I will find a new book. So if you watched it all the way to the end, thank you for watching, and until next time I will be reading.